When financing a home purchase, there are several factors that can affect the cost of the loan. Interest rate plays the biggest role in what you'll ultimately owe, but it's not the end-all be-all. So here to take a look at the big picture when it comes to choosing a mortgage is Katie Johansson. She's a real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hi. So obviously people are paying very close attention to interest rates. It's been in the news. It's a thing that a lot of people are concerned about. How does the interest rate play into a monthly payment, and also how does cash play into that?
Yeah, so the mistake that I think I see a lot of people making is assuming that mortgages are like a one-size-fits-all. You just go out, you just get a mortgage, it's one product and that's it. When in reality there are tons of different products out there, and there are different ways it can be tailored to meet your needs. So while monthly payment is important, probably of utmost importance to people because we want to be able to afford our homes every month, we also want to take a look at the cash to close. And so interest rates and cash to close will kind of play off of each other. So if you have like a rock bottom, super low interest rate, you'll probably end up with a little bit higher cash to close, which for some people is fine. But if you're, someone who maybe doesn't have as much cash on hand, say you want to do some renovations to the home right away, or you want to buy new furniture, raising that interest rate just slightly will a lot of times save you thousands in out-of-pocket expense. So depending on what your situation is, the kind of home you're buying, that can be a really good option that people should discuss with their lender.
And one of the biggest reasons it's a benefit to go with an agency like yours that has so much experience is you guys can help people with that whole process.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love that. So, of course, we've been hearing a lot about adjustable rate mortgages. What is that? Why is it so popular right now?
Yeah, so I mean, for the past few years when rates were just like so crazy low, nobody was using an adjustable rate mortgage because they didn't really have to. Most people were locking in 2-year, 30-year conventional fixed, FHA fixed, things like that, but 30-year loans. And so with an adjustable rate mortgage, we're seeing those rise now because of the bump in the interest rates. With an adjustable rate, we also call them ARMs, I might abbreviate it that way, you're going to be fixed for a period of time. And then after that period of time, it can adjust, and it'll adjust to whatever the market rate is at that moment. Could be lower, could be higher than what your introductory rate was. So a lot of times it's going to be, it depends on the program you choose, but commonly you're going to see 5, 7, or 10 years. So for a 10-year ARM, you're going to be locked into that rate for 10 years. And that rate's going to be lower than what your 30-year fixed rate is. So if you're finding, that you're getting a little bit priced out of the market, because of rates, that could be a really good option. Get you a little bit more home for your money. And because most of us move less than 10 years, 10 years is a long time to stay in a home. On average, Americans move every 8 years.
Wow.
So a lot of times you're going to be moving out of that house before your rate ever gets adjusted. If you decide you want to stay longer, or if rates, bump down quite a bit, you can always refinance into a 30-year fixed if that's what you want to do, if you want to stay longer past that time period and you don't want it to be adjusted. So it's a really great option for people who need to increase their buying power with the rate increase.
That is really fascinating. One of the things I heard recently from someone is it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Obviously, you guys are experts in a lot of things, but you also work with a lot of different companies. So how do you help your clients go about choosing who they want to get their mortgage through?
Yeah, definitely. Choosing your lender, not only the company, but the person themselves, is way more important than I think a lot of people realize with how smoothly your process will go. So we want to choose local companies. Local companies are going to know our market. They're going to be right there available for questions. We've got some just excellent lenders in the community that are there communicating every step of the way, what's going on. And then working with them really helps me do my job because I can partner up with your lender and we can really work together to make sure that we're getting, any possible issues out of the way before they even come up, making sure we're buying the right kind of house for what loan you're doing, things like that. And behind the scenes stuff as far as like underwriting, it's not very glamorous, but it has a huge effect on your process. So, is your underwriter someone who's down the hall from them, who lives in the area, who knows our market, or is it somebody in another state who maybe doesn't know and they're making decisions on your loan? That can really throw a wrench in the process. So I like to guide people to lenders that I know have a good track record and will get it done for them.
So how can people reach out to you if they have questions or they want to set up this relationship?
Yeah, definitely. My phone number, and I can do call or text, whatever's easier for you, is 701-870-6385. And then I have an email address online as well. It's a bit long, but it's Katie at bhhspreproperties.com.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Katie. Always really good information from you guys, and I love how much of a relationship company you are. So we appreciate having you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you guys as well, especially the moms out there. I know school's on its way back, so we're going to have some more mom hacks coming up next.